Shalom, shalom. This is Kapaya, aka Pops, at the GMS Chicago with another sit down. Before I get started, though, like always, I want to send all praises, honor, and glory out to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, and Kakwadash. I want to say Shabbat Shalom also. To the apostles and elders of GMS out of New York, and the elder bishops out of Connecticut, I want to send double honors because they do real well. For the brethren around the world pushing the truth uncut, unfiltered, giving you the good, the bad, and the ugly of the scriptures, correctly breaking down the prophecies and the interaction with the people on the planet and their effects. I send a hearty shalom. For the hopeful elect, I hope this is edifying. For the aquat, the few and the true, that's listening, sincerity, charity, keep doing so. But for the scorn and scoff, reprobate, two-thirds Israelites, and 17 other nations who are in the midst of Jacob's trouble, it is getting worse. Anyway, as you can see, you see this picture here. You see all of the chemtrails up in the air and this, that, and other in this picture. And I did a sit down actually about this not too long ago. But there was a bit of information that this brother from KC, he used to be here in Chicago, but now he's the head of the KC GMS branch. And the guy, I'm going to bag it up so this guy can walk through it again because of the fact of what he just described. I literally, this morning, walked out on. It had snowed here in Chicago I guess late last night, early this morning. And when I came outside, it was slick as fuck. Okay? It was one of them slushy ass, snowy ass types of things. You know, I thought about actually grabbing some salt and throwing it out there, but it looked like it was melting out at the same time, and I wasn't sure if the sun was going to come out and get it up, which it did do. But now that I see that, and now that I'm seeing this, I'm like, fuck, this motherfucker is creating another piece of bullshit. I was in an accident some years back, I want to say probably 2020, 21, and I was driving down the expressway, coming home, Chicago, whole deal, 21, actually, 21. Anyway, and I was working out at O'Hare, and I left O'Hare Airport. I get off about 11 o'clock or so, you know, get off about 11 o'clock. I'm driving home. And it had been snowing that night. The airport, they had plowed. They plowed the airport. They put salt down and this, that, and other. But when you came out on the road, leaving the airport, when you came out on Mannheim Road, that was to get over the Mannheim Road, if you were going to get on 9094, going south, trying to get back to the south side of Chicago. Now, I believe this was a Saturday morning. I believe it was a Saturday morning. So it wasn't that much traffic out there. I mean, it wasn't like I was running into rush hour traffic. I'll say it that way. Anyway, hold on one second. I want to check the date on that. Give me 1 second. Okay, I just wanted to double check that. It wasn't a Friday. I mean, it wasn't a Saturday. It was a Friday morning. So, okay, rush hour traffic may have been there, but it wasn't I don't remember it being quite that heavy, okay? But, you know, neither here nor there. It was an icy day. That was for sure. Excuse me. And anyway, I'm driving home. Regular traffic, just that and the other. And I really wasn't paying attention, but at the same time, because I was basically going with the flow of traffic at the same time, and we all wasn't really trying to go that fast. We was cruising through that probably about 40 or 45 or something like that, if that. But I got all the way to 43rd in Chicago on the south side. And like I said, and the car spun out. And looking back on it, that was a day that no salt trucks had been out at all. You know that, and that would normally get you fired. The same way, like when Jane Byrne didn't send out the salt trucks and the plows for a particular thing, and it caused her to lose the election. The next time he came around, and this, that, and other, blah, 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 blah. And I'm just saying this for this purpose, because of the fact that this snow that was out there this morning was slick as fuck. And I really hadn't thought about it. I mean, I thought about it then, that like how no trucks had came out, and I see these chemtrails all the time, and I've done sit downs on them. But the brother here from KC has some stuff that came up in it. So I'm going to play this, and we go from there. Let me see if I can get this to come up.
Lucifer just goes into a light bearer, which means higher law in the Hebrew.
Let me see that. Let me see where it's at. Where's this guy? Okay, yeah, this is the guy that was talking. Okay.
It's being tainted. So either way it go, you're eating poison. Like, I challenge all you brothers to go get a real blood test, or go get your hair sample, or take it to like a lab and let them take some of your I think they take it from the pubes or the underarms, if I'm not mistaken. But they'll do a test where you got to take like a certain percentage of your pubes, and they will test your hairs to see how much metals you have in it. And I guarantee you, most of us are suffering from cadmium. Okay.
Let me see. Where is this? This guy was just talking here.
Because of course, the chemtrailing, but overall, man, Esau is fucking with the weather.
Yeah, and we know this, but like I said, this guy that he's had up here that's talking, it's actually surprising, breaking down something.
Because he knows that we have dominion of the. You just one big conduit, man.
Wait, okay, yeah, I think he's talking here. I think this way he was talking at. Okay.
Bars, solar fields. So on this slick material, surfactants are used in this.
Here we go.
If you are advocating for change, y'all gotta go, man. All right, we've had enough of you. The earth has had enough of you. Nature has had enough of you. Okay, life itself has had enough of you. Okay, we ready to fucking go. The trees are, I'm looking in my backyard, and the trees are literally suffering, man. Beautiful trees, man, and they have to come and cut down.
Damn, he just took it out. I mean, literally, that's the spirit. I haven't even listened to this. I got to that point where old boy had started to talk and whatnot, and I hadn't even got to this part of it, and that's the thing that was in my mind and whatnot, because it was saying something. I jumped through it again and whatnot. I was trying to get like the gist of what was being said, and I didn't even hear him say anything about that. But the feller and the trees, that's the spirit, because that was one of the scriptures. That was another one of the scriptures that jumped up in my mind, going outside of the Deuteronomy scripture that jumped in my mind. So let me hear. But this devil has got to go, man.
Oh, a place that make the earth look like paradise, man. What would the earth be without trees? And if he had his way, he'd cut it all down. Going back into 2020, when he burnt down the damn Amazon, I think he burnt down, they called it the lungs of the earth. You notice when he burnt all that stuff down, that's when a lot of this fucking climate change bullshit started coming into hand. Which ain't no such thing as climate change. That shit is man-made, man. Antarctica melting, glaciers falling off. That's all Esau doing, man.
It's ongoing, in fact. The fog and people getting sick in the fog. You guys probably saw that.
Yes. Yeah. In Pennsylvania, during the atomic bomb, or even further? Or you're talking about recently?
Oh, this is right now. This is in recent months. I mean, we have extraordinary amounts of fog blanketing 10, 12 states at a time. Again, this is a result of chemical ice nucleation operations as well, because when you're creating a cold, dense, chemically induced layer of air at the surface, you're going to...
My mistake, Salakia. What'd you say now? Salaki, here we go.
Kind of fog layer that's there, and that's exactly what's happening. It isn't just fog in this fog, and people are getting sick, and that's not their imagination. Again, we're testing precipitation, so we know that we have aluminum, barium, strontium, manganese, polymer fibers, surfactants, graphene. All of that is in our rain, which means it's in our breathable air column. Those are all climate-injuring elements. And Clayton and Natalie, have you seen how many massive 100-car pileups we have now every time there's a frozen precipitation event? You guys noted that?
I haven't been.
And that's what caught my attention. So, like I said, the brother already mentioned the fella of the trees and this, that, and other. So, like I said, this is going to be, I guess, a one and a done, because I'm just going to put one scripture on it. Like I said, because I did a sit down on this a while back. And basically, let me get the scripture. It's Deuteronomy. And you see, so even though Esau's controlling all of this, even though Esau is at the hand of this, Yahweh Shai is controlling all of this. So let me go here, Deuteronomy 28. I think it's about the 24th verse. It's about the 24th verse. Yep, there it is, 24th verse. And Yahweh shall make the rain of thy land powder and dust from heaven shall it come down upon thee until thou be destroyed. So, the brother from KC was elaborate on it. I did a whole sit down on it, and we gonna sound like broken records because of the fact that these prophecies are just going to keep repeating themselves and escalating until the end time. And we are in the end time now because, like you said, we just had the Passover last week, okay, and a blood moon on that night, the same thing, and all this other kind of stuff. So these signs are speeding up. They starting to step all over each other, and these types of things. But for the hopeful elect, that's an encouraging thing. Why? Because we know that this man's time, this Edomite, this fella of trees, this motherfucker that's all he knows is destruction. And since the earth has been given into the hands of the wicked, it's only gotten worse. And now it's pretty much his wickedness has reached up into the heavens, and the Father Yahweh is ready to bring it back and bring it down and put him down and send his son back and have him put him down and put heaven on earth as it is in heaven on the planet. So that's a very enlightening thing. That's a very exhilarating time to be in. And we just got to be able to get through and bear the bullshit that this Edomite is going to do, because in the end, he's doing nothing that wasn't ordained per Yahweh Shai. Isn't that what Satan told Yahweh Shai in the after his 40 days or 40 nights of fasting and this type of thing? If you I'm paraphrasing, but if you worship me, I'll make you basically a man of renown in all the kingdoms. And he showed them all of the kingdoms up until the present day kingdom. But why would Yahweh Shai want to trade off, having power in Satan's dominion here on earth in the wicked kingdom, when he's going to have power in the everlasting kingdom? Why would he trade that off? That makes no fucking sense. So if you're part of the elect, it doesn't make any sense to us in the process, the hopeful elect, to want to be exalted and put on high and have a preeminent seat in this kingdom, because this kingdom is on its way down. So, like I said, I hope that's exhilarating for us to see this actually happening. And so I want to send all praises, honor, and glory out to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, and Kakwadash, to the apostles and elders of GMS out of New York. Again, double honors, because they do real well. Brethren around the world pushing this truth uncut, unfiltered, cutting the good, the bad, and the ugly with these scriptures, okay, and giving 100% truth. Stay on your grind. Keep doing it. pray fast, do the things you need to do, and what we are instructed to do to get through this time. So with that, a hearty shalom for the hopefully elect and a Bible ball to the rest of the world.